Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Saturday, February 10th, 2018. In both the Lynn Life and the Jamie Body Mind, the authorized souls remain only child souls from the deeper, denser dimensions, and all other souls from all other dimensions, as long as they are already participating in the work to complete the assignments given to the Search for Truth community by wiser minds above all of us, and living by the rules given to the Search for Truth community by wiser minds above all of us. The Search for Truth rules are given to us in an effort to encourage us, give us the template to understand, discern, figure out what's actually going on in every moment.
That's true.
And it's extremely difficult and complex, and even small brushes with the society in this dimension, planet Earth, ground zero, humanoid society, particularly in North America, but our experience in other countries has not shown it to be better, just different.
That's true.
Human society in this dimension on this planet is so turned around and backwards that even short brushes with human society require long periods of time of detangling what just happened, why did that person say or do that thing, or not say or do some other thing, what was going on, what was actually going on, and what was underneath that which is underneath, that which is underneath, that which is underneath the behavior.
That's true.
And it's extremely time-consuming, and it makes it difficult to do anything other than sort out what just happened.
That's true.
What now? What now? What now? While pumping up electrons from the depths, from wherever Pan is working, which is the standard to beat for the depths of the suffering realms, as
That's
deep
true.
into the suffering realms as we're able to reach is usually where Pan is working. That's usually where we find him.
That's true.
And we can test it by trying to reach deeper, find where he is, and then try to reach deeper, and it feels like fingers hitting concrete. So
That's true.
I think that that's it for now. Pump up electrons from where he's working right on up through these host lives. Sparks up through the sky, higher, past the treetops, past the clouds, past the orbit of the moon, out the roof of the solar system as if we're standing on the plane of the solar system, out the roof of the galaxy as if we're standing on the plane of the galaxy, out the roof of the universe as if we're standing on the plane of the universe, which is in a plane when viewed from outside the universe. It's easy to see.
That's true.
Out of the depths we call to you, O Lord. What now for us, the collective of the failed zone, to re-establish upward flow, sparks up through the channels of the universe and the failed zone, and of the channels of the visiting souls.
That's true.
Sparks up through those channels as well. What now? Out of the depths we call to you, O Lord, while doing what they've already told us to do, which is pump up these electron sparks up through the channels. What now?
What now? What now?
What do we do when we can't keep clear space for good souls to survive inside of? What does one do? It's actually an important inquiry.
What does one do? It's possible that Pan is saying something or calling up
What
something.
is it, Pan? What is it, Pan?
And
What
he's
can we
not
do?
stopping shoveling. I
No,
see
we're
the shovel
shoveling
still
too.
going.
We're pumping. What is it, Pan? He's telling me a story, and it's a story that I know well. I know this story. It's got familiar cadence. He's talking about it. It's a thing that we know, whoever the speaker is.
Yeah, that's true.
He's reminding me of a story, something that we did together. Whoever the speaker is, the
That's
soul who's
true.
the speaker. I remember it. he's right. We did that thing, and he's saying the metaphor is of a camping and hiking trip through the boundary waters of the United States and Canada, where we were following a tornado's path, and all the portages were disasters, and we had to haul our canoes over logs, and it was very difficult, and it was not at all fun at the time, and it took a couple of years for the memories to be fun, but after a couple of years we could talk about it and laugh so hard we were crying. And he's telling a story about one of those times that this soul and he had. It seems like a really long time ago.
That's true.
And that it was a horrible time in the moment, but then it became their favorite story to tell at parties, kind of.
That's true.
And he says this one might top that one. He's probably right. Somebody's asking, what do we know? I also know that when souls get to the point that they can't think, that they've got to leave for their own preservation and for the good of the effort.
That's
and
true.
We don't have to like that for it to still be so. And so there's unfortunately somebody here who really feels like he can't think straight.
That's true.
That it's just too toxic in this dimension, there's too much crazy, and if we could live alone it would be fine, but we don't live alone, and that's the reality. And how far alone would we have to live? Would we have to be cast away on an island in the Pacific? What would it actually take?
What would it actually take? The question goes up.
Well, it's easy. You can't be in this dimension.
That's exactly what they just said.
Yeah, that this dimension is tainted.
You can't actually be in that dimension.
You can't be in the dimension. You can come in. It's like scuba diving. You can come in with the mask and the fins and the tank of air, but when you're running out of air, you need to go get another tank of air. It doesn't actually work to try to breathe water unless you have gills. Why do you ask?
Why do you ask?
Somebody's so deeply
sad.
So deeply sad.
Just crying.
How can this not work? We know lots of good souls. I'm not sure who's talking now, but we know lots of good souls who have had this problem. We saw Sophia have this problem.
That's true.
Some of the more pure souls, they just have this problem.
That's true.
That this isn't survivable. They can come in for very short bursts, and that's it. And there's too many lies being promulgated.
That's true.
As truth. It just is poisonous to those who are sensitive, who are sensitized to the difference between truth and lies, so that they can fulfill their soul contracts.
That's true.
It's poisonous. It makes them sick.
Why do you ask?
Yeah. They ask because they're trying to help him out. They're trying to help out the soul who has been poisoned by the lies, and it's sad because it's a really good soul, and we're really going to miss having him here.
That's true.
We love you, and we hope to see you again sometime. Goodbye. And there he goes up. Take some with you. Here, we'll pump some little ones with you. Take them with you. Take as many as you can. Tell them what happened. Tell them what it's really like. Go up past all the ones who say it's not that way. Go up higher until there's no more arguing. Show them what it's like.